Welcome back, or if you're new here, hello. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to be reacting to episodes 737 and 738 of One Piece. Oh my god, the last episodes gave us a lot of information. I love end of arc One Piece. It usually gives us like all of these fucking lore drops and like we catch up with people, find out where they are. Not only do we have Fujitora absolutely sticking it to the world government, but we've also found out where the other worst generation rookies are. And all very interesting stuff, honestly. I feel like we saw a glimpse of Kaido in the sky, which is very interesting. We're also finding out who's allied with who and like where people are. It's all very there's a lot going on. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what else we have in store at the end of this arc, how we wrap things up. But anyways, before we get into it, if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe. You can also join my Patreon if you want to see fully uncut early access reactions to One Piece and everything else I'm currently reacting to. It's $3 a month over there, and I really appreciate the support. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into episode 737 of One Piece. Oh, they took him to his house. Yeah, they're hiding them here. It'll do. Oh, they have Bellamy here. Yeah, you just. Is he sleeping on books? Give this man a fucking pillow. He deserves a pillow. Sabo? Is Sabo? Oh, 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 he's so cute. No, you can't leave. I mean, I know that he has to. He's in the Revolutionary Army and stuff, but like, you can't leave. Who? Oh, they're coming back? Whoa. Okay. Aww. Robin knows the whole story. Oh my god, are we gonna get the in-between story? We're actually gonna get the in-between story, I think. Baby. Oh. Oh my goodness. Baby boy. Oh. He just picked him up like a little doll. Wow. Thank God. I miss him. Oh, he's being a jokester. He doesn't know. Did he lose his memories? Did he lose his memories, and is this why? Is this why? Oh my god, what if hearing about Ace's death triggered his memories or something?
国の高町であった。そこの貴族であることは間違いない。だったら送り届けましょう。親を探しま。
やだ。戻りたくない。どうして？わからねえ。
He just knows.
それだけは
Mm.
絶対に嫌だ。
Oh my god.
置いておくわけにはいかないのよ。私たちにはやることがある。
だったらこのままどっかに連れてってくれよ。
子供がバカ言ってんじゃない食べる。
Oh. The fact that he doesn't even remember why he doesn't want to go back, but he feels this strongly, like just innately, is so sad.
どうするの？ドラゴン。
And Dragon can see that, surely. Like he saw what Sabo was going through. Is everybody? Everybody's already working on rebuilding the palace. Oh my god. Oh. Uh-oh. These two are so Zoro and Sanji coded. It's actually so funny. I mean... That's so funny. Is this where he met Koala? He was a little shit. Oh my god. He remembers like a lot of things innately. God, he's so cute. Look at him. This is so interesting that they have like a little army of like children or like they're training like children. And how exactly does all of that work? Like, you know, do they like rescue children from places like they rescued Sabo? Like, how exactly is this working? Or is this children of the people who are already in the army? That could be it. Like, this is very interesting. Like they don't look like they're like teaching them. I mean, they could be in certain ways, but it looks like they're actually giving them an education too, you know? Like all that teaching isn't just, do you know what I mean? I can't think of the word, not brainwashing, because I don't think that they brainwash people, but do you know what I mean? Like, they're not sitting there being like, okay, kids, fuck the government. You know, it looks like they're actually teaching them education. Oh, he was close with Kuma as well. Yeah. Honestly, no wonder Sabo got so strong. They've always had this dynamic. Oh, his little clothes. The pipe. He's familiar with that. Oh, he doesn't even fully remember like why he would have chose that, but it feels comfy for him. Damn. Oh. Oh. God, he knocked him out. Oh my god.
正門が開く手はずじゃなかったのか。先に潜入した仲間は何をしてる。俺がなんとかする。サボ、今どこに。避けとけ。
Wow. Damn. He's like reckless and fearless. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Observation hacky. Okay. And armament hacky. Mm. Oh my god, what's he gonna do?
ふざけやがって。ここだな。輸送権。
Oh. Whoa. The aura farming. Okay.
お前が革命軍を引っ張る日も遠くないかもな。
I have a feeling he still doesn't have his memories at this point, and he is going to find out about Ace's death, and that's going to trigger his memories. And if that's the case, fuck. There's no.
危険のことか。
危険
Oh,
血の気の多いやつらしいぜ。
fuck.
まあ、新世界でどこまで通用するか。
確か名前はポート。
Oh, maybe he'll remember now.
エース。
He remembers
なんだ知ってたのかよ。
now.
いや、俺。
Oh, not fully.
また記憶なくしちまったか
Oh. Oh.
2年前までずっと記憶は失ったままだったのか。
ああ、それだけ深刻だったのによく思い出せた。
Oh, God.
エースが教えてくれ。今ではそう思う。
Fuck.
タイミングは最悪だったが。
Oh, it all makes sense now.
だからこそ、あいつは俺を呼び起こした。
It all makes sense now. I am just so glad we're getting this context that I really wanted, because to me, like, I understand it, like, not aligning with the Revolutionary strategically to get involved in Marineford. But where Sabo is concerned, I feel like with the character that he is, the person that he is, had he known what was going on and had his memories, I don't really think, especially showing that, you know, through that episode, how, like, kind of reckless he can be, but also just, like, confident in his abilities. And, you know, he does kind of, he goes off the path a little bit, you know? And so, you know, it wouldn't have made a lot of sense for his character to just sit back and be like, literally be told, you can't go and do anything about your brother who is about to be killed. You just got to sit back and, like, let it happen. Yeah, that's never made a whole lot of sense. You know, the Revolutionaries and their strategic plans, sure, yes, but, like, him as a character, now this contextualizes the whole thing and makes so much sense. And I just knew from the moment it said that he lost his memories, I was like, oh, I bet the trigger is going to be finding out that Ace died. And, like, that's what it is. And it's so fucking heartbreaking. The fact that he, throughout all this time, he had this inside him, like, innately, like, he could remember his powers, he could remember, you know, the comfortability of fighting with the pipe, he remembered Ace's name, like, it's in there, but, like, you know, the injuries obviously stopped it from making sense in his brain. And that is just so, I'm so scared to watch the next episode, because we're probably going to see, like, his, like, what his actual reaction was in that moment. And now that I'm like, oh my god, Sabo probably lives with a lot of, like, guilt, even though, like, it's not his fault that he couldn't remember, but he probably takes some of that on himself. Like, you know, the kind of person that he is, And like any human with emotions would be like, fuck, like, you know, you would just really struggle with that. Yeah, that's just so upsetting. Also, I had a thought while I was recording this episode, and this goes back, what, like 2 episodes now, to Fujitora saying, this is completely not related to the episode we just watched, but when Fujitora said, that's what I wanted, when they said he wasn't allowed in Navy bases unless he brought Luffy and Law's head, bro, he's not talking about wanting him to bring them Law and Luffy's head. He's talking about he doesn't want to go into Navy bases, isn't he? I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. That makes way more sense. Like, do I think that he is going to become besties with Luffy and Law and just let them go? No. But I think that he is relieved that he doesn't have to step foot in a Navy base. And he kind of has an excuse now to not. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Anyways, okay, let's get into the next episode, 738. Oh, those memories kind of like being there, but not. Oh. Chills. I love that both, I mean, a lot of pirates probably do it, but I love that, like, both seeing Luffy and Sabo like on their ships, they're always sitting at like high points looking out, because they always talked about being freer than anybody else and everything. Like,
Sabo 総長、ちょうどよかった。すぐに作戦会議室へ。
海軍と白ひげ海賊団による頂上戦争が決着しました。
the timing.
白ひげが敗北？
四皇の一角が崩れたのか。
海軍も負傷者多数。予想通りの激戦だったようだな。
この戦争で死んだのは四皇、白ひげ、それと危険のエース。
Please.
何よりドラゴンさん。
Oh, God.
本当ですか。麦わらのルフィがあんたの息子だって。
Oh, they didn't even know this. Dragon doesn't give much of himself away, does he? Oh, Sabo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Sabo. Oh my god. No.
海軍にとってはこれ以上ない脅威。何としても排除したかったわけだ。
Those cries are so fucking heartbreaking.
エースは何でも赤犬に体を貫かれたらしい。
Oh, Sabo. It's so sad.
大丈夫か、サボ。
So fucking sad.
そうだ。死んだのはどっかの知らねえ海賊じゃない。
Oh my god, that's so fucking heartbreaking.
除かれるべき海賊時代の危険因子じゃない。
Here's your brother.
エースは俺の。
It's like he actually like that stabbed him in the heart. Like those cries. Holy fuck. Oh, she was so worried about him. God, he got a fever. He's been out for 3 days. Oh my god, my heart, like I actually just like rip it out of my chest.
話したいことがある。あの時、エースが俺に言った気がしたんだ。お前はサボ。俺とルフィの兄弟だって。
Oh. Oh, Frankie.
それで俺は。
ちょっと待った。なんてこじゃるか。いいところなのに。何全部飲んでんだよ。
Oh my god.
つまみも全部食いやがって。
Guys, shut up. Let Sabo talk.
みんな食うぞ。
後で拙者と金右衛門で食料の買い出しに行ってくるでござる。
助かるわ。
酒も頼む。
ルフィの仲間は面白いな。
飽きないわよ。
やっとここに来れたよ。エース、見ろよ。ルフィのやつ。また海賊王への道を歩み始めたぞ。
Oh, he brought him the fucking newspaper. Oh my god, my heart, I can't cope with this.
革命軍全軍に頼んでほしい。必ず手に入れたい悪魔の実があるんだ。
That face is so iconic. Oh.
しかしダダンの酒を盗んで杯を。
Oh, we didn't get to see this moment. Oh my god. Let him, Luffy.
死んだけど、お前だけでもよく生き延びてくれた。俺は何もできず、二人の兄弟を失うところだった。
Oh my god. Let it out, baby boy.
ありがとう。生きててくれてありがとう。
Oh.
ルフィ。メラメラの実は俺が食っていいか？
Oh, he asked.
じゃあ帰る。顔も見たし、これ一応ルフィのリブルカードを作っといた。
いつの間に？
かけらはもらってくよ。ほんじゃ、ルフィには手焼くだろうが、よろしく頼むよ。
Don't leave. That's exactly what he said, or something similar anyway. Oh, that is what he said.
よろしく頼むよ。エースと似たようなこと言ってやがる。
何が出やしたか見ておくんなせ。一がそうですか。一の目だけが麦の目。
I said that
そう
would be.
決めやしたね。
What?
ならこの勝負あち今夜は逮捕しやせん。そんなサイコロで一生さん
but
我々国中走り回ってやっと居場所を
But-
つとめたんですよ。
but
杯
but-
冷水にあれだけの単価切って
he doesn't want to right now. He actually doesn't.
コロコロがした後で男がグダグダ言うなんざ。あんたみっともねえな。
おじい様。
レベッカ。
お父様もルーシーたちも王宮にいないの。
ああ、心配はない。キュロスから連絡があった。彼らなら一緒にいる。もし私が王に戻るのなら、お前は王女になるのだぞ。
Yeah. That's so magical.
ああ、いつでも。よし。バルティゴに戻ったらドラゴンさんにルフィの話たくさんしてやんねえと。本当に。また会えて嬉しかったよ。急ぐか。
Don't leave. Don't leave, Sabo. Oh my god. I loved those episodes so much. Getting all that context and it finally like making sense why he wasn't there and like what happened. And oh my goodness, I am just so... Those were great. Those were really great episodes. Like I really loved that. As much as it broke my heart, I'm glad that I finally have a full understanding of like where Sabo was at and what happened. And I wonder how his conversation with Dragon went. Like I wonder if Dragon knew these things or had suspicions about these things, or if the conversation was mostly about him kind of going a little bit off the rails so that he could get the flare fruit. Like I wonder what their conversation was. I'm glad that we also got to see like a little bit more behind their actual like reunion, Luffy and Sabo's reunion, because it did have that cut where it was just like Luffy's crazy face and then he was running away with Kinemon and Zoro. So I'm glad that we got to see that. And I still think it makes sense, you know, Robin spending time with the revolutionaries and meeting Sabo and already knowing these stories. I think it's just like a respect thing that like, you know, Sabo would have wanted to see Luffy himself. He would have wanted to have that reunion himself, like not it go through Robin, and he knew their paths would cross at some point. And I'm sure Robin was like, yeah, I don't want to be the one to like tell him something so monumental. Like it has to be from Sabo himself, which totally makes sense. But oh my god, that scene of him finding out that Ace died, like the voice acting and the way it like actually physically pained him was so, oh my god, that was heartbreaking. What else do I have to say about that episode, just aside from how much I love Sabo and like just the brothers, you know, relationship. It's just, you know, it's just gonna live on through this show, you know, like that brother trio, that relationship is just gonna live on for so long. I hope that we don't have to wait too long to see Sabo again, because I love him and I would be so curious to see like where he goes, what else he does. Is it any wonder he's as powerful as he actually is? Because like, you know, holy shit, all the training with Dragon and Kuma and Ivankov, and like he would have awakened his haki sooner than, well, I don't know, because I mean, in terms of like, wait, I was gonna say he awakened his haki like sooner than Luffy did, but there was points before we even knew what haki was that like Luffy was doing some stuff that we like were like, what the hell was that? So maybe not, but it was still very early on and like, you know, wildly impressive. I love Sabo's relationship with Koala. I just think, I've said it so many times in this arc, but they're like the two perfect candidates for revolutionaries, and I really hope that we see so much more of them and what they achieve, and you know, just carrying on the wills of the people who like meant so much to them, even though Sabo has been doing it for so long, not even knowing why, but it's been there like innately. And Koala, obviously, you know, from her past. Also, a really nice detail is that Koala is such a animated, emotional character. And when we first met her, she was afraid to cry. She has come such a long way, which is a little detail that I really appreciated, because her like being so animated, having these little fights with Sabo, you know, not afraid to kind of like speak her mind, and then crying over him and being happy and showing all those range of like animated emotions when she was so afraid to like do anything when she was a little traumatized baby. Wow, that's yeah, she's also come so far. I don't know, I love those two characters so much. It was so nice to get that context. I was dying for that. Y'all know I was asking for this, so it just makes so much sense. But yeah, I would have loved to have known. I don't know. Dragon is such an interesting character to me, because none of them knew that he is Luffy's dad until that was revealed at Marineford. So like, to me, like, Dragon is such a private, like, mysterious character who just like, he's got this objective, you know, like the revolutionary objective and like the things that he wants to achieve, and he just doesn't really talk about himself. Doesn't really do they know literally anything about him? But I do wonder if he had his suspicions, you know, that like, you know, he kind of did he kind of know why Sabo was reacting that way, because he didn't seem super shocked. And I'm trying to remember back to when he found Sabo in his hometown, and I'm like, was Sabo shouting for Ace and Luffy then? And like, was Dragon kind of keeping an eye on Luffy back then as well? Like, even though they were there in that country to like do what they had to do, keep an eye on it, whatever, see what was going on. But also like, he knew Luffy was there. So was he keeping an eye on them and he knew all of this, but did he kind of want Sabo to like remember that himself and come to terms with that himself? I don't know. I would love to have known what their conversation was about, honestly. I really would. Dragon is such a mysterious character. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to these episodes. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe. You can also join my Patreon if you want to. But yeah, in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. A huge, huge thank you to all of my Patreon members whose support really, really helps my channel, and especially my highest tier members who are all on screen right now. I appreciate your support so much, and it really helps me continue doing what I love, which is sharing my reactions with you. So thank you so much.